Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for hanging out with me. Hold on, man. I'm still trying to get set up here. Yeah, I'm streaming this. I'm streaming this through the GoPro today because I'm so tired of having that fuzzy signal, especially when I get way down in the boonies like this. So let's get this all plugged up and ready to go. It's me and the outlaw out here again today. Let me set this up so I can see it. Ooh, that's a clear picture. That's a beautiful picture. Yeah, me and Outlaw out here today at Prado Regional, and Outlaw's already caught a huge trout. I'm talking about. I think he's got about a 3.5, 4 pounder over there, and I caught one that was about a ½ pound. So yeah, you know the goal. I'm trying to put a fish on the live stream. Trying to put one on the live stream, and I hope we put one on today because we got the GoPro here, we got a clear picture and all that good stuff. I'll be sharing a few tips and tricks, you know, as always, and yeah, wish me luck. I don't know what Outlaw's doing right now. I don't know if he's catching anything. He's way on over on the other side. I don't know if you can see that over there. Well, he's down to about where the other little dam is down there. He's way down. I came all the way over here on the backside because I saw Mr. E. He comes over here, and I saw him smack some big old trout over here at Prado too. So I think this is the spot that he was in, or if it's not the exact spot, it's close to it. So I'm gonna post up over here. Yeah, just caught the little bitty ones over there where I was at. Oh, looks like we might be getting a bite right now. Or that's the wind. Could be the wind. All right, I'm gonna give him a few more minutes, and if that doesn't work, I got the drop shot with me already, so I got the drop shot hooked up. I'll be using the power worms on that. Let me see here. All right, cool. Yeah, if that don't work, I'm gonna switch over to the power worm drop shot. See what happens. Beautiful day out here, though. Let me get you. See if I can get you guys a little bit closer. Hold tight. Yeah, I'm loving the picture though. Loving the picture. That is gorgeous. Get you right here on the water. set you about right there. Well, that looks good. I think it's centered too. All right, cool. Yeah, that's centered. That's nice and centered right there. Trying to keep the streak alive, man. 26-2. 26 wins, 2 losses. Can we do it? I think we can do it. As far as putting the fish on the live stream is concerned, I think we can. Hey man, that's what I love about the GoPro. I can read the comments and talk to y'all too. All right, let me see. OG J McNutt, what's up, man? Just want to say what's up to you. Devil's Tales, what's going on, player? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Oh wow, wow, wow. We got the fam checking in, man. Eastwood, Ararat Anglers checking into the live stream, man. That's what's up, bro. No pun intended. I got you, man. Black Rain, good to see you too, man. Yeah, peace and love to all of you cats, man. We out here looking for these big old trouts, man. That's all. Y'all seen the other ones that I caught the other day, man. Those were nice. But man, the one Outlaw had this morning was bigger than both the ones I caught, right? So that's what's up with that. Yeah, Eastwood, just want to tell you that I love you, bro. I really do. Man. So let me see. Yes, Sirski, you know it. All right. Yeah, nothing so far, man. I walked all the way around here, man. Look, let me show you where I came from. All the way on the other side over there. I drove around to this parking lot, and then from there I had to pull the wagon all the way in the back right here. Man, it was a little hump. Jeez. Over there, I drove around. Oh man, I don't want to turn the volume down. Yeah, man, y'all just hang out. Look, what we gonna do, man? We're gonna get some action going. So I'm gonna start throwing that drop shot because I ain't got too much cracking. Hey, so this right here, this one right here, this is the double. Let me take these glasses off. This is the double drop shot. We got the power bait on that one. Actually, not power bait. We got the gulp on that one. I'm leaving that in. I'm thinking that's my best bet, right? And we're gonna pull in the mice tail, which is set up on the Carolina rig, and we're gonna go with our drop shot and toss that around for a little bit. And by the way, these are my fishing glasses, just so y'all know, man. That's why I'll be fishing till times get better. So you guys hit the Cash App. Got the San Gabriel Mountains there in the background, and if you can see over to the north, you can see the San Gorgonio. It's got snow on the top. All right, let's set this down and get the dropper, the baby dropper. See, I got my raised rod out again, Cola Series, running with the Okuma 1000 ITX ballistic, and same old thing. I got 12-pound braid down to a this is a 4-pound test right here, and a 1/8 ounce pencil lead on the bottom. Using the straight J hook right there. That's all we're gonna do. Put the J hook on it, and then rig that worm and see what happens. Now the stocking was last week, I believe, maybe a couple of weeks ago, but the bite's finicky today. It's really finicky. Outlaw caught that one that he got this morning, and then that was about it. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of teaching right here, because you know I can't take for granted that everybody that watches this show is a seasoned fisherman. So for this drop shot, I'm gonna be using this white power worm right here. That's what it looks like, and these are power baits as well. And the way that they come is you'll see that they're strung together like this right here. So what you want to do is look for where the perforation is, where it gets skinny at, boom, and you can just pull it apart like that right there, and there you go, you got your power worm. And like I was saying in the last video, you can cut it down to whatever size you want. If you want it smaller, go ahead and make it smaller. I like to take the nipple off of it right there. Check the back. I don't have any bells on, man. You know, guys, I think those bells get in the way. And where I grew up at in Carolina, I never used the indicator on the line to tell me if I had a bite, because I had my eyes on the line all the time anyway. So there's that. And when I put that worm on, I just want to thread it kind of where it sits flat, just like that mice tail, like everything to sit flat. You can see the hook right there. We got to put a little bit of bang-a-lang on here. Try not to get that on the camera. This is the garlic. This is garlic flavor right here. Got a limb right here over me, so bear with me. This casting might be kind of tricky. Guys, I believe we're gonna get one on this worm. I really do. And all I really want to do is just pop on that worm and let it fall. Pop, let it fall. Feel for a bite. That didn't sound good. All right, we're gonna stick with the drop shot. We're gonna stick with it. Hold on, let me see here, man. We got Bay Fishing. What's up? What it do, man? Bay 8, good to see you, man. Yes, we got everybody in here, man. All the peeps. Yeah, look, we're gonna keep with the drop shot, but guess what? We're gonna change it up. We're gonna switch up the switch up the menu though. Switch up the menu on him. And there goes the phone. See what we got here. I got something for him. And look, man, if those trouts are in the area, bruh, they'll hit everything I'm throwing. They'll hit that power worm, and they're gonna hit this minnow right here too. No, it's got to be fish where you fishing at. Shit. I like this minnow. I like the action on it. We're gonna go with this one right here. Our worm's coming off. All right, and just to show you, this is how I'm gonna hook this minnow up right here. So for you guys, you want that minnow to look like it's an actual minnow, like it's really swimming. So for me, I think, you know, the presentation on this, presentation definitely matters. I think it does. The more realistic you can get it, the better. All right, so what we're gonna do, this is our minnow, and this is the way our minnow would look if he was swimming the right way, right? Properly. So what we'll do, in order to mimic that is we'll come here, we'll turn belly away from the shank of the hook. We'll put the belly part facing away from the shank of the hook. And from there we'll go down through the nose. Try to keep it as straight as we can. And this plastic is kind of translucent, so you can see right through it. You see where that hook is going. And let's come out right there. And that's what our minnow should look like once we finish putting it on the hook. Not a lot of hook points showing. That's pretty cool. These trouts are kind of spooky. So the lower profile you can keep, the better. And this is our minnow. He looks like he would look if he was actually alive and swimming in the water. All right, let's put this minnow out there. Man, not a thing. I'm starting to lose confidence in this little spot right here. Mr. E, I don't know how you do it, bruh. Let's give it one more shot with our minnow. That's what I thought. hate it when that happens. But it's all good. We can manage. There we go. Secret to it is when you get that knot, don't pull it tight real fast. Let it stay loose. You might be able to get him all the way out of there. This is good though. Usually when you get tied up like that, when you get tangled up like that, that's when you get a bite. And there we go, we got him out. We got some of him out. Looks like we got some more in there. Ugh. That ain't nice. That's not nice. There we go. Put a little pressure on it as you're bringing it back in. There you go. And that's just what happens when you're using that light line sometimes. There we go, we got him back out there. We're gonna get our fish, man. We're gonna get our fish in this. I'm gonna leave a minnow on there, but we're gonna try something else. We'll leave the minnow hooked up. Ooh, it was a hot one out here today too. Well, it was like, I came in, man, I put my thermals on and everything, you know what I'm saying? I still got the little long johns on up under here, but bruh, it was like 83 degrees today. It was warm, it was toasty. Oh, that's good. All right, y'all come over here, kick it with me. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna inflate our crawler right now. So we'll get this ready to go so we can cut it up, make a short out of it too. All right, see, we had our mice tail on there. We're just gonna take him off. Oh, and by the way, I'm using zippers today. Didn't find that swivel on, so we got the Carolina Keeper, and I Carolina Keeper too. Sometimes when you got your Carolina Keeper on very light line, 2 pound, 4 pound, that happening. Another slipping, moving up. Or what you do is you could put good too. Weights that already stopper in it. Get the weight on there and there you go. But yeah, usually if you want to stop slippage on the Carolina Keeper, just add another one. Where's our crawlers at, guys? Oh, here they go. Y'all know I gotta roll with my brand, man. Them red gets no. I'm out here. Yeah, when all else fails, man, I jump on the crawler. It ain't no thing to me. Trick you can do it. So what we used to do is we would put that night crawler on with some marshmallows. You know, I don't do is if you got a mice tail, just take it off. You guys have seen me do this before. Hold up. Yeah. Take the mice tail head right there. That's all you need to do, and I'll show you how to work that. And actually, if you do this, you really don't even have to pump the crawler up. I'm gonna pump it up anyway. The hook. All right. You got your head off your mice tail. This is going to be our impromptu marshmallow. Right. Take it, push it all the way down through the head of it. So. Right. Little bitty old hook, man. So you got to push kind of hard. This is a. Right, hooks. And we got our marshmallow on there, right? Select one of the finest of the fine. All right, let's get our crawler on. I'm not going to wacky rig my crawler. I like to go kind of a nose hook on them. Skinny side. Right there. Skinny side. And I hook him twice too. Go in once, boom, go in twice. Now, like I was saying, if you wanted to, all you would have to do is slide your marshmallow down, and let's see if it floats. We'll check it out first. Make sure we don't drop the worms in the water. First time. All right, check me out, y'all. So here we go. We're going to see if that worm will float. Let's look right there. See that? It's floating right up. This will work for us. Because the opening is pretty big. Sometimes it gets clogged with sand and stuff. You just have to put it real hard one time and blow it right out. All right. Bang, bang. Yeah. Let's get him out. We're gonna chill about. Oh, Chase and Tail, what's going on, baby? What's happening? What's happening? How you doing, man? Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna need it, man. I got one little, man. I got one little pencil. Outlaw's got a big old tank over there. But yeah, we're gonna try. We trying to get it in. Bang bang, you got this. Yep. Yep. We got it. All right. Da-da-da. Okay, cool, man. All right, we got it all in. We got it all in. Let's see here. Guys, it's nothing but we just waiting now, players. We just waiting. Baiting and waiting. Waiting and baiting. What was that? So how's everybody doing out there, man? Y'all had a good, y'all enjoying your holidays and stuff so far? CTA, he said cheers. Cheers, my man. Yeah, that's big fish, y'all. That's big fish of CTA anglers now. Him and the boys was out there. Him and the boys was out there yesterday at Laguna Lake, man, and they tore it up. He got his personal best trout. He had an 18-incher, and then they had another one. It looked like it was about 2 pounds, and just some healthy fish out there, man. I didn't think it was nothing else left in it, but shit, they showed me. It's all right. We about to get the big one over here too. Man, it's a long walk back, empty-handed. That's for sure. And I didn't mean to leave Outlaw on his own, but he don't need no help. He's over there catching all the fish. He's good because Outlaw, not only did he catch that big one, he lost about 2 of them, but I had the net, so he wasn't able to get him in there. Yeah, thank y'all for kicking it with me, man. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. We got to get the views up. We got to get the watch hours. We got to get some subs. We need it all over here. All we can get. But if nothing else, you know what, man, that bass will hit a bass will hit that crawler. But I'm really shocked, right? I'm shocked that nobody's hit the power bait right now. I might switch up and go to white power bait too. We just give it a try over here. See what that looks like. Get y'all focused on. Are y'all on the poles? Let me see. Yeah, y'all on the poles. All right. Cool. Y'all, this the calm before the storm right here. (26-2) is our record. 26-2. Hey, what up, Corey? Corey, drop your email right here. Drop your email right here in the thing. Drop it right now. Yeah, this is relaxing, Corey. Outlaw's over on the other side of the lake. He already got a big one and everything. But you drop your email right there, man. Because we need that. We need them shirts. I'm going to send you my address, too. Matter of fact, man, when you oh man, oh, that was somebody casting, I think. When you Marie and when you and the kids, man, when y'all decide to hit Disneyland, man, hit me up, man. Uncle Al gonna tell you going fishing with me. SlaterBoy40@gmail.com. I got you, player. I got you. I got you. Boy is B-O, okay, B-O-I. Slater boy. What guan boy? We ought to catch these fish, man. All right, scene. Wagwan, Eastwood. Wagwan. Wagwan. Feeling irie, man. Irie. Remember when you used to listen to that that hip hop in the 90s, man, and they would always throw in like some Jamaican, like it'd be a Jamaican rapper like Patra, or who was it? Shabba Ranks, man. They had him in there. And somebody be like, "Ah, you for say that? Ah, you for say that?" Yeah, I miss the old music, man. I really do. The boom bap, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to MF Doom. Rest in peace to Doom, man. Rest in peace. Oh, guys, I think we might have a customer. I think we might have a customer. On the double drop shot. But they're finicky. They don't want to slam that thing. Mad Lion. Oh man, Mad Lion. He was that was my man. What did Mad Lion? What was his song, man? What was Mad Lion's song? I can't look it up. Buju Banton. Oh, he was cold. I like that. I always like that Soundboy killing. That was a nice groove right there. Yeah, man. Shout out to my Jamaican brothers and sisters, man. I heard they getting out of pocket these days, but they still made some good music. Hold on, guys. We can talk to Uncle Al. Hold up. While I roll up. All right. Wagwan, brethren. Seastrin. Wagwan. Yeah. So we can just talk like adults while we wait for these poles to jump off. Yeah, sometimes what these trout like to do, man, they'll actually swim by and bump the bait. Hit it with your tails or something like that. A lot of them get foul hooked. You'd be surprised at how many people foul hook these trout. But yeah, they'll swim by, bump it and stuff like that. And with those treble hooks, they can snag themselves. But yeah, man, this bite has been super slow. Avoided the skunk. That's all I gotta say. So we did not get skunked at Prado, but it did cost $25. So I'm kind of in my fee-fees right now, as far as not catching any big fish. Outlaw definitely got his money's worth, and shout out to him because he went and got the Jack in the Box today. Got us some jumbo jacks and everything. That was cool. Oh, drink plenty of water for sure. Let me see what y'all talking about. Gotta take it easy. What? Gotta take it easy. Yeah, that was it. That was that jam that he had. Who else was cold with it, man? Born Jamaicans. Remember them? Born Jamaicans. And not for nothing, man. That boy Snow was bad. Informer. And don't ask me what the rest of it was, because I can't tell you. But yeah, Snow was pretty cool. I liked Informer. That was a nice little jam. But that's when we was really getting loose with it. That's when you could dance. You could go to the party and dance and wasn't nobody tripping. I mean, it really wasn't all about, as we used to say, hitting the skins or knocking the boots per se. You know what I mean? You was really there to have fun first. And if any of that went down, that was just a, plus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that little whack-ass weed we used to have, it wasn't nothing but a headache. Stress is what they called it in Cali. Yeah, we call it bunk. That bunk weed. But man, I remember the days, man, growing up. I remember the days, man, and it was a different time. We was, man, I'm not trying to be an ageist or nothing like that, man, but we was outside, bro. And especially when you come from a small town like I'm from, even when you was inside, you felt like you was outside. Except for Eastwood. Eastwood had a pool. Eastwood and them had a pool. Eastwood was straight chilling. They was doing it big back then, way back when. But yeah, I was still in the creek. I was in the pond. All of that. And you know what? Didn't nobody die? Shoot, no seat belts. I can remember I remember my mom saying, stop leaning on that door before it opened up and you fall out. You know what I'm saying? Like you would have to shut the door and then make sure you shut the door. You know what I'm saying? If you heard that just one latch click, that wasn't enough, man. You had to really shut that door, and the doors was heavy. They was all steel. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we was, man. Yeah, don't lean on that door. You be done fell out of it. I was like, wow. And you think about that now. You think about telling somebody, hey man, don't lean on that. You'll fall out. It's like it's from another universe, right? Mad Cobra Flex, time to have sex. Yeah, that was the one. Flex was cool. Y'all remember mixtapes, man? Just sitting back on the radio with your tape, with your Memorex, and you know, recording pause and everything like that, and then making your little mixtape. And then if you was really sophisticated, you would actually try to blend it. You know, have one song just bleed into the next. But I didn't know nothing about two turntables back then. I didn't know nothing about how that worked. I had one turntable. That was it, on a little plastic on a plastic tape deck, and it was stacked, and it was purple, and that thing had a turntable on top of it with a see-through plastic cover and everything. But you didn't know nothing about blended. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I think about hip hop and everything that it did, we was really listening to rock and roll before that. You know, country music, rock and roll, and everything. Hip hop came, and it what did I say? It blew my brains to bits. You know what I mean? It was something else. It was special. But now, I don't know. For a long time, I hadn't really been on hip hop like that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of getting redundant at this point. Oh, Little Vicious. Yeah. Little Vicious was cold. Oh man. Yeah, you taking me back, bro. You taking me back. We was wearing Carl Kanais and all like that. You know what I mean? I couldn't afford. I didn't have no Timbs. I couldn't afford no Timbs. But yeah, we had the Carl Kanais on, the little beanies. We called them toboggans, and yeah, the big puffy clothes, the pants. We had the sag on. You know what I'm saying? And some big baggy pants. All like that. It's done a complete 180 from when I was growing up, man. And these kids be in the house, you know. That's why I got to shout out CTA Anglers. He gets his boys that look, they outside, they moving around, they in nature and everything like that. It's kind of, it's really throwback parenting, if you really want to say that. You know what I'm saying? To a different time, because you don't see a lot of that. It used to be Duran Duran and Steely Dan. Matter of fact, it's still Duran Duran for some of us. Yeah, it's still Duran Duran, man. As a matter of fact, I'll be in Vegas for a Duran Duran concert on the New Year. Yeah, I'll be there. So that's what's up. If anybody's coming through Vegas, man, on the New Year, man, let me know. Hit me up, man. Maybe we can link up. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. But yeah, Duran Duran, Steely Dan, Elton John, all of that. Remember Rapping Duke? Daha daha. Nah. Don't hold me, man. Yeah. If you had the cross colors on, man. If you had the cross colors on, bro, it was, yeah. You had leveled up. You know what I mean? As they say, if you had the cross colors on, you leveled up. You had the game in the chokehold and everything. If you had that, Paco jeans. I remember Paco jeans was the bomb too. Just yeah. That was the stilo, man. You know, had your little Gumby, had your Gumby cut to the side with maybe a blonde tip on it or something like that. Which I didn't have none of that. I was too square for all that. You know what I'm saying? I was too busy trying to get waves and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was into that. Jason Tail said, yeah, you did. Man, no, I didn't. No, he said, Slater Show say that's old school. Houdini, yeah, you know Houdini, man. I'm friends. You know what I mean? How many of us have them? And Corey, you can vouch for this, man. you know, a lot of times, man, people that you thought was down with you, man, people that you thought wouldn't cross lines and things like that, it turns out that that's not even the case, man. You was thinking that this was your partner, and the whole time this ain't your partner. You know, I've had that happen to me, you know, in real time and even online. You know what I'm saying? Some of these relationships really don't last. That's why I'm thankful for the ones that do. Eastwood is one of them. Corey, you one of them. And of course, Big Fish, Little Fish, and Tiny Fish, they definitely one of them. You know, people that you can reach out and touch in, you know, in real life, that kind of thing. It's always good. But like I say, even in real life, you know, hey, you got some people that'll show you their true colors when the chips is down. Trust me. Breaking in Beat Street, yep. Cousin Matt, yeah, Matthew always had his own. Matt always had his own style. But you see, Matt looked like the Puerto Rican. You know, he was really light. He had green eyes and everything. You know, so he was on another level anyway. And I couldn't be nothing but black. I couldn't pass for nothing else. You couldn't confuse me with nothing else. But Matt looked like he was straight out of Puerto Rico, bro. So yeah, he always had some different stuff going on and everything. He did. I talked to him about 3 weeks ago, as a matter of fact. He's doing pretty cool. He's cool. He's doing his thing. And he said y'all had a beautiful service and everything, man. And I'd seen some of the pictures and stuff, and I just hated that I couldn't get back that way, you know. My bread is not what it should be right now. Things is kind of tight around the house. Trust me, it is. And you know, from the outside looking in, you know, people may say, man, everything is copacetic, but I'm gonna tell you something about California though, man. It ain't no joke. You ain't got too much wiggle room in Cali, man. Like, if you fall off out here, you got to leave. Yeah. No, I know it was. Eastwood. I know it was, man. Yeah, if you got if you lose focus for a second out here, you have to pack up and go. Especially if you don't have roots here, you know, something you can fall back on. But that's why I fish, you know. That's what fishing is all about for me. Just a way from, you know, just a way to clear my head, think my thoughts, you know, kind of let that stress go, if nothing else, whether we catch anything or whether we don't. Look around. There's nobody close to me. You see that? There ain't nobody over here, man. I'm in the back in the lack on D's. Oh yeah, cuz had the hose. He had the hose. He really did have the hose. He had the hose, man. For sure. When you coming through with when you light skinned with that wavy hair, man, it just like that it comes with it. And like I say, don't have no different color eyes. It was a wrap. And everything. And then I remember, cuz, man, I used to see these girls, and oh, that's the warden. Hold on, guys, we got the game warden over here. Let me make sure we all good. Hey, we good? Oh shit. They're closing in 45 minutes, man. What time is it? Yeah, the Long Beach. Yeah. I still fish out at Long Beach. Now, Long Beach is when you'll catch me with big fish. chasing tail anglers, I don't know if you've seen them if you look at the shorts and stuff, you've seen them in there. Yeah, that's when you'll see me with Big Fish in them, because he's on that side of town anyway. So that's when we'll usually get together and do the thug thizzle, you know. So yeah, I'll still fish at Long Beach, but it is, you know, it's trout season, and we went hard, man. We went hard. Me and the rest of CTA, Chasing Tail Angler Collective, we went hard this year. We went hard in the paint, man. From the time me and Big Fish hooked up, we was fishing every day, bro. We was fishing every day. I'm talking about maybe twice. We was doing 2-a-days, like we was at football practice. we was getting together and then coming back and hitting the evening session. So we was knocking it down. We was cooking up a whole bunch of fish and everything. But yeah, that's still to get down. That's still to get down. But I had to really get my hustle on at the gig. You know what I'm saying? Try to get ready, because slow time is coming for me, man. January, February, about the time we hit Chinese New Year, it's gonna slow down. So I'm like the little red hen right now. I'm trying to get all my, you know, I'm trying to get ready for winter and everything, you know, like that. But yeah, no, we still in it. We still in it to win it. As a matter of fact, he went to Big Fish. They was up there at the Santa tournament in El Monte. Well, not El Monte. They at a place called the Narrows, Leg Lake. They were up there. They did that real tough. And then him and the boys yesterday went down to Laguna Lake over by my crib, and they was knocking those trouts down. So we kind of all in freshwater right now. But yeah, at any given moment, at any second, we'll bust out and you'll catch us on the beach. Whoop whoop. Yeah, that's the beast right there. They came through. They've been pretty cool, man. But I didn't, you know, this is a damn shame. Prado, you got to do better. How you gonna close it? 45 minutes? That means 5 o'clock. How you gonna close at 5 o'clock? Now, he just didn't say that fishing was over at 5 o'clock. They said the park is closing at 5, y'all. Hear me good, hear me well. If you go to Orange County parks close at 6 o'clock in the wintertime. All of them, bar none. This happens to be San Bernardino County. And so, is this San Bernardino or Riverside? I can't remember. One of those. But he talking about the whole park is closed at 5 o'clock. So if you come over here, it's a $10 entry fee just to be in the park by itself, and another $15 if you want to fish. So you're coming right off of 25 bucks. Luckily, it's close to the cribbo, so I'm not tripping. Oh yeah, that's right, CTA, we the salty fresh crew. We sure are. We sure are. And with no fault of my own, look at that. You see that? That was a big old trout just jumped right there. Through no fault of my own, looks like we're gonna fall to 26-3. 26-3 on the live streams. I don't know though. We might try to hold out. We might try to hold out till 4:30, because it's gonna take me about, it'll take me about 15 minutes to walk back, to get back to the car and everything. So yeah, we might try to chill. 4:30. Let's check this power bait, y'all. See what it's doing. Man, ain't no power bait on there. Ain't no power bait left. So we're gonna bait up and we're gonna bait up and go back out. We're gonna bait up and go back out. Matter of fact, this will give me a chance to show y'all how I do it, and it'll be nice and clear. All right, guys, look. You got your dough bait right here. You want to take it. I like to mash mine up before I put it on the hook. I come over here And I always try to use treble hooks when I'm using dough bait, right? So I'm coming right there. I'm mashing it all in the hook. I'm not using a whole lot, just enough to cover those hooks, because you really want the hooks to kind of be exposed. And then down at the bottom, what I like to do is kind of squeeze it into a little tail. Give it a little bullet torpedo shape. Same thing over here. That's what we're gonna do. All right. Put the bang on them and put the sling on. All right, we gotta dip it, y'all. We gotta dip it. And look, fish are rising. I can see fish rising right now. Whoa. Well, who's calling me? They trying to blow me up, man. I'm trying to get the last ones, brother of a certain age. What's good, Al? A man in his peace of mind is priceless, bro. Oh, you know it, brother. Absolutely, absolutely, positively. Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by a bunch of cowards. You know what I'm saying? Especially when that happens. You know, when you're surrounded by people who won't speak up. Guys, let me tell you something. If you don't speak up for the right things, when you see the wrong things going on, you're culpable too. You're culpable too. So that's what I'm saying, man. You know, stand on your principles, if nothing else, man. You gotta have principles. And those principles have to be there regardless of how you feel about an individual or not. You gotta have your principles. And a lot of people kind of, a lot of us get caught up in personalities, you know, who we like and who we don't like. We get caught up in that. And that kind of sways our judgment. We can look at something that's not correct, and because we feel a certain type of way about an individual, we let that kind of go. We let that ride. Oh, you know, I like so-and-so. But you can't be that way. You can. I mean, you can, but I can't operate like that. I've got standards, and I've got certain levels that I have to maintain. And I have to do that for me. But everybody's not like that. Everybody's not like that. And for some people, anything goes. You know what I mean? Depending on how they feel about an individual. There's no standards at all. So, yeah, let's just keep that in mind. Let's keep that in mind as we drop these words of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? We got to have some character about ourselves. And, yeah, we have to have it at all times and in all places, right? But anyway, guys, we, let me see. Yeah. What time is it? 4:30, guys. We got 5 minutes. 4:30, and I'm gonna start heading back. Let you guys see the sunset over the water, and I'm gonna start packing this stuff up, man. Hopefully we hit that walk off homer tonight. Hopefully we hit it. You know what I'm saying? How'd you do? You got one? Big one? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right, he's packing up. He's moving out too. Ethan Hemphill said, "Get me one." I'm trying, Ethan. I'm trying. I am trying. 2 minutes and counting, guys. 2 minutes and counting. We're gonna bring. Matter of fact, we'll bring the plastic in and leave the power bait out there. I'm looking at them bubble up, man. I'm looking at them bubbling. You know what? Bump that. Them boys is popping. Guys, we're getting hit. All right, guys, that's it. That's a wrap. All right, y'all. Hey, look, had a great time with you. Great conversation as always. Thank you to Eastwood for stopping by. Thanks for CTA coming through, man. I really appreciate you, brothers. As always, the Slater Show. You already know what it is, man. SlaterBoy40@gmail.com, man. We sending that on. Hey, look, y'all have a great rest of the evening, okay? And a great rest of the week too, man. I'll be seeing y'all later, man. We got to redeem ourselves. We at 26-3, okay? Not a bad record, but you know how we do. All right, y'all. I'll talk at you in a minute. Peace. Oh, what up, Cleveland? What up, man? I'm just trying to shut this thing down.